clean-cut chap. All about him were the scientific instruments which he used to test inventions offered to Brent. A look of intent eagerness passed over his face. For Quentin Locke was not testing any of Brent's patents just now. Over his head he had the receivers of a dictograph. It was a strange act for one so recently employed as manager of Brent's private laboratory. Yet such a man must have had his reasons. One who was interested might have followed the wire from the dictograph box in the top drawer of the desk, down the leg of the desk, through the very walls to the huge chandelier in the library below, where, in the ornamented brasswork, reposed a small black disk about the size of a watch. It was the receiving end of the dictograph. Suddenly, the young man's face broke out into a smile, and without thinking, he stopped writing what the little mechanical eavesdropper was conveying him from below. He listened intently as he heard a silvery laugh over the wire. "Oh, I didn't know you were busy. I thought these flowers— well, never mind. I'll leave them anyway." It was Ava Brent, daughter of the head of the firm, who had danced in from the conservatory like a June zephyr in December. "My dear," Locke could hear the patent magnate welcome, "it is all right. Stay a moment and talk to this gentleman while I go down to the museum." Locke listened eagerly, glancing now and then at a photograph of Ava Brent on his own desk, while she chatted gaily with the inventor. It was evident that Ava had not the faintest idea of the hard nature of the business of her father. Meanwhile, Brent himself had left the library and passed through the portiered door into the hall. He did not turn up the grand staircase in the center of the wide hall, but hurried, preoccupied, to a door under the stairs that opened down to the cellar. He started to open it to pass down. As he did so, he did not hear a light footstep on the stairs as his secretary, Zita Dane, came down. But he did not escape her watchful eye. "Mr. Brent," she called, "is there anything I can do?" Brent paused. "Wait a moment for me in the library," he directed, as he turned again to enter the cellar. He closed the door, and Zita watched him with an almost uncanny interest, then turned to the library to join Ava and the newcomer. Down the cellar steps Brent made his way, and across the cellar floor, pausing at the rocky wall of the foundation of the house, blasted and hewn out of the cliff on which it towered above the river. A heavy steel door in the rock wall barred the way. Brent whirled the combination and shot the bolts, and the door swung ponderously open, disclosing a rock-hewn cavern. 3 walls of the cavern were lined with shelves containing inventions of all kinds: telegraph and telephone instruments, engine models, railroad signaling and safety devices, racks of bottles containing dangerous chemicals and their antidotes. All conceivable manner of mechanical and scientific paraphernalia. It was literally a graveyard of genius, harboring the ghosts of 1,000 inventors' dead hopes. Brent entered hastily and went directly to a shelf. There he picked up a model of a motor. He blew the dust from it and examined it approvingly. Suddenly he saw something that caused him to start. He looked down at his feet. There was a piece of paper on the floor. He picked it up and read it, and as he did so, he started back, frightened, then angry. He looked about at the rock-hewn cavern walls, then read again: "Brent, this is my last warning. If you persist in your course, you will be struck down by the Madagascar Madness. Q." Under his breath, Brent swore. Again he